Welcome everybody to another episode of Women for Empowerment. As always, I have my co-host with me, Abhijit.
Woohoo! So today is it's our my favorite guest, my very good friend Sara over here. So welcome, Sara.
Thank you.
We still would love to hear from you, and if you could tell us about what you're doing.
Yeah, so hi everyone, I'm Sarah. So I'm a third year at UC Davis, and I'm studying history and communication with a minor in managerial economics. So currently I'm a project manager at Launchpad Project Management, and right now I work on projects in real estate, politics, as well as business development. So currently the biggest project that I'm working on is the Nishi Housing Project. So my team and I are trying to expand housing in Davis, and so with the complex that we're trying to build, it's going to house about 2,200 individuals. And so with that, there's going to be an affordability component. So 15% will be going to extremely low income as well as low income individuals. And so that's one of the biggest things that we're doing right now. And so we'll know in June if it passes on the ballot or not. So I'm really hoping it does. And then the next biggest thing that I'm doing is I'm the director of external affairs for the Economics and Business Student Association at UC Davis. And so I'm working towards getting professionals to come to the university. We've had various financial institutions come this quarter, and we've had River City Bank as well as Sequoia entities, and we'll be having State Street as well as Northwestern Mutual come this month as well. And so I'm really excited for that. I also get to work with students, so I've been able to teach them how to network over the past couple of weeks. So I'll be making an introduction to them for all my LinkedIn community so they can be welcomed and everyone can see some of the UC Davis students who are currently trying to network as well as get to know various professionals. So it's been a lot of fun. I love being able to provide value and just be very involved at my time at Davis. So it's really been a pleasure.
Awesome.
Impressive. Is adding value to others one of your values, and what are important values to you?
Yeah, I mean, adding value is it's all about like making an impact. And I think with me, that's really what I'm always striving to do. One of my core values is it's definitely community. I think that is huge for me. Like my business organization and being at Launchpad, being a manager there, those are both different communities, but they're both similar in that I get to work with, extremely motivated, driven individuals.
Awesome.
Nice.
So how important is diversity to you, and what value does it bring?
Yeah, so I think at UC Davis, diversity is like huge. I think with our campus, like we have people of all sorts of different experiences and like backgrounds. And I think it's really interesting just being able to be surrounded by people who have had, all these different experiences, who have been exposed to like all sorts of cultures and who come from different countries and different places. And so I think with diversity, it brings multiple perspectives and multiple ideas that wouldn't have been generated if these people weren't present. And so I think diversity is really important to me in that way because it brings a worldly sort of experience to various individuals who maybe not have traveled to like maybe in places like Singapore or like China or like Australia. And it's so great to have those people here and to have all this creativity come together with people who are from so many different places. And so I think also with that, there is more acceptance when you are exposed to people, because with these different people, you get to see that, you do share some similarities or that maybe you do have differences, but it gets to a place where you really get to see that, you really can accept people of like different backgrounds. And I think that really bridges the gap between, some of the prejudice that some people might have because maybe they didn't meet people from like different backgrounds that they don't share. But I think people really recognize that, we're all not that different. And so I think diversity is really important. So we can really bridge the gap between some of the differences that some people may have.
Absolutely.
That's great to hear, Sarah. And what are you preparing the students for? What are you telling about the workplace? Like what behaviors are being valued, being rewarded? What contribution threats? Anything like that? What are you giving to the students there?
I really value hard work, and that's really shown in the results that they bring. So we've been trying to register individuals to vote in Davis. And so, I've had like some stellar interns who have been getting, a lot of voters, people who are like really committed to this project and really going above and beyond. So that's something that I really appreciate and something that I really value. And another thing that I really value is, I love seeing people's potential, especially when I was originally recruiting this quarter, like it's really interesting, like seeing, you know, how much potential like someone really has. And I think being able to unlock that potential has been one of the biggest pleasures for me, especially since I work with, you know, individuals who are like first years or even second years, and they go above and beyond. And, you know, it really impresses me because I wish I had been like them, you know, 2 years ago. I mean, I'm really happy with where I am right now, but I mean, I'm just so impressed by people who really take the initiative, and I think that's really the biggest thing for me. And so I think being hard work is really important. I think performance comes along with that right after. So if you put in the work, if you put in the time, then you will get the results that you're looking for. And so I think another thing for me is definitely a willingness to learn. You know, I love learning from both of you, all of the posts, all of the content you produce. So it's been, you know, such a pleasure.
Wow, I mean, we're very similar there. I always use above and beyond and willingness to learn. I always add ability to listen to that as well. So, yeah, amazing.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Wow, this, Sarah, I must say you're doing a superb job. Hats off to you.
Amazing.
And all I could, you know, wish is you keep doing what you're doing, and good luck with it. Thank you once again for your time. And to our LinkedIn family, please feel free to connect with Sara, get to know more about her. If you have any questions, yes, please comment below. We would love to collaborate with all of you. Sara, thank you so much.
Sarah.
Yes, thank you both. Such a pleasure.
Yeah.